Speaking of New Jersey and Anthony's, here's a different Anthony who I don't believe is affiliated with the company. I could be mistaken, but he's on the Dino Costa Show, Hour 2 on this Friday. Hi, Anthony.
Hey, man. How you doing?
What's up, man?
I am not affiliated with the company. I put together a few videos for you guys, but that's it. So I wanted to talk alternate NFL league that unfortunately should happen, but is not going to happen. And here's why. First of all, can we agree that this is like almost impossible, this idea, although it's a good idea?
Yeah.
All right. So it has to happen in the next 2-3 years because people who are growing up playing football now, they're not allowed or encouraged to be raw. They're not encouraged to be animalistic. They're not encouraged to be vicious, you know?
Right.
So who's going to want to join this new league? Not the next generation, that's for damn sure. You know, like we have like a 3-year window for this, what's going to happen, I think.
Well, it's an interesting observation, but I think that you would see a lot of players defecting from the NFL, and you know, there's a lot of dissatisfied players in the NFL, and there's a lot of dissatisfied players in college right now. And so I think that these players would be interested in such a league. But you do raise an interesting point, Tony, by saying that, you know, there could be a window of time in which to introduce such a new league. I happen to think that, and I've made this observation many times, that the NFL is ripe for a takedown. Would you agree with that? Let's start there. Would you agree with that?
I would, and I think actually the saturation of games 5 days a week or whatever the hell it is, I think that's actually working to our favor right now because the last thing the NFL needs right now is to be overexposed because it's seen in such a negative light. So maybe the overexposure is just going to put like a bad taste in everybody's mouth. Maybe that's one like little bright side to the Thursday games, to the extra game, etc. But yeah, I mean, I think it's ripe for a takedown too. And sometimes these things happen fast. Sometimes the tipping point just tips, and that's it.
Well, maybe this Goodell situation is one of those tipping points we're talking about.
I mean, it would have to be. This is a possible opportunity for some sort of change. I don't think it's likely, but this could be the chance that those of us who want football back, this could be our chance. I just want to make one more little quick point, like to extend this.
Oh, God.
If that's all right. 4, 5, 6 years, I really do think that's the window for change to happen. And, if the NFL, as you've been talking about, on some level is like functioning as a metaphor for society at large, if we can extend that and say the upcoming generations are just going to be more and more soft. They're just going to be more and more soft, and they're going to have different expectations than we did. So, we could say we need a new NFL league, fine. But how about, in a wider scope, the same situation's happening. And maybe we have a window of like 5-10 years, or the culture will just be, irrevocably changed.
Anthony,
some people will think it's for the better, I don't know.
Well, I think you bring up some excellent points, and unfortunately I agree with all too many of them. We talk oftentimes about the emasculation of society and the emasculation of the American male. And that continues in earnest, and there doesn't seem to be anyone slowing this down. And so, it's something I never thought about. Is there a window of time in which a fledgling new league, and again, now let's understand something here. I am not talking about a league that is put together with nickels and dimes. I'm talking about some of the wealthiest people on planet Earth that have the financial capacity to lose money for 10 years if they need to in their quest to take a 25-year period to become and maybe even less than that 25-year period, to overtake the National Football League. The dissatisfaction with NFL football is real. This is not a myth. Now, I've been talking about this for 5 years, longer, 6 years, on a national stage. And, you'll allow me to pat myself on the back by saying that I have prophesized everything that's happened, everything. To the chagrin of even myself, the prophecy that I saw as I looked into the crystal ball and saw 6-7 years ago, or when Goodell started ramping up with what he was doing to this league. I mean, I just, I saw the future, and I said, this isn't going to slow down. This is going to speed